season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They kick it away on fourth down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Bruins offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to pass. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football, because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Now the play fake. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, Dave.
No doubt it. Quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They go to the draw. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play. They just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it, but the defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open and could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Connection to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air. It's Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Unloads quickly. pitches to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Bruins are on the move. On the move, it's Thomas.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Thomas. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter. It's up a couple of yards there.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll toss it to the left. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick spin on the line. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Pulls it, fires to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Look out, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Thomas. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Number 7.
That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move. Can't get him to the ground. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Sayin. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and still on his feet. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamalayava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense. Well, the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Lowers those pads. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Fires left. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to field the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Berger. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.